What's going on, guys? Jalil here, Savagery Reptiles. Today we're going to be talking about husbandry, your enclosure setup for your bearded dragon. The top 3 things that I would do for my bearded dragon enclosure. One that I see is the substrate level. This gap here, you want this to be completely filled with substrate, because as you can see here, this is the hot spot. The substrate is all the way down here. You need this to be up closer because you want your hot spot at about 104 degrees minimum. As you can see right now, it's at 75 degrees with 28% humidity. Now these are desert animals, so keeping them dry is fine, but I brought this out and the humidity is going up, but once I bring it back in, it'll drop back down. You want these guys at about 40 to 50% humidity. It's just a little damp, but not too much. They still like it moist, but not too dry to where they can't get any hydration. Again, hydration is key for these guys. They like hiding spaces, so what we got here is some cork wood. I would go ahead and incorporate more cork wood in here. I'd incorporate some live plants. We'll go ahead and do another video at another time, setting up Pyro's enclosure with live plants. Live plants just give them another source of enrichment. That's something that I would incorporate in my bearded dragon enclosure. Another thing that I would incorporate in my bearded dragon enclosure is more lighting. So as you can see here, they've got the UVB in the back, which is what they need, especially at this size as juveniles, but they definitely like it on the brighter side during the daytime. So what they have right now is just kind of that ambient light, which is just that heat. This guy's trying to heat up, but it's really not that hot up here. It's not anywhere that it needs to be. So that's an area that I would correct. Again, 104 degrees minimum over here, and I'd say the cool side should be at about 85 degrees. So the ambient temp and the whole enclosure should be somewhere between 90 and 95 degrees when you're kind of mixing those temps. But again, these humidity readers lets you know what the temp is on each side. So they were here. What I would go ahead and do is take it, stick it right in the back. As you can see, again, this one right here, take it, stick it right in the back. And these guys, these are the Govee hygrometer thermometers, and they come with like a sticky adhesive that you can stick on the back. And the average keeper, you might see that and be like, okay, I can go ahead, take that and stick that on the glass underneath the light. That's not what you want to do, because that's going to give you that temp above. You want to read the temp at the bottom, because that's where they're going to be at. If you take that and stick it up here, your bearded dragon is not going to be up here 24/7. They're always going to be at the bottom. Even though he's here now, he's not going to be up there all day. He's going to be down here at some point. So you want to be able to read that temp at the bottom. So again, we'll go over some other enclosure tips and live plant tips when we go over Pyro's enclosure. Like, share, subscribe. Thank you for watching.
Yep, gotcha. Real quick, I do have a quick question.
Yeah.
So again, to recap, so we need to fill this area right here
all the way up.
All the way up with dirt, right?
Yep. So, and you could even bring it higher than that if you're going to create a slope towards the back, because you don't want to bring it up higher because it's going to overflow.
Yeah.
So if you want to bring it up higher than this, you just create a slope towards the back.
But this needs to be filled.
This needs to be filled.
And what was the reason again because this needs to be filled?
To bring this higher to that light.
Oh, gotcha. And so this can have, okay, gotcha. So for surface level temperatures, right?
Yeah. Because right now, even though the light is on down here, I can't feel the heat at all down here.
So it's still cool dirt.
Yep, it's cool.
Gotcha. And then the second thing you said that this enclosure needs was more corkwood?
Yep, more corkwood.
Gotcha. And then that was due to
enrichment and hiding spaces. So gotcha. Right now, this is literally the only hide that they have in here.
And why is hiding spaces important?
To give them a secure environment. These are juveniles. These are babies. They like to feel secure.
If they're not secure, what does that cause? Sorry to cut you off.
It really doesn't cause anything. Nothing negative, but it's just something that I've noticed in beardies. They like to feel secure, especially at this size. Gotcha. You'll notice as they age and get bigger, the big lazy ones, they'll kind of just come out and just chill. Like you can let them out all day outside of their enclosures, and they'll be fine. But these guys at such a small age, they like to feel secure. Same thing with snakes.
Makes sense. Yep. And then the other thing you said, you put more live plants in here, correct?
Live plants. So that also provides more enrichment, and then it provides a more natural habitat for them that they would experience in the wild.
Gotcha.
So like you got the fake plant back there, and of course all the wood is nice, but this isn't something that they would experience in the wild.
Gotcha.
And these really don't provide a hiding space. It just provides something for them to climb on. This is literally the only hiding space that they have. They should have somewhere that they can hide back there. Like I said, you want to bring this up to warm it up down there, because if they want to be warm on the bottom, they should be able to do that without having to climb up. You want hiding spaces on the cool side as well, because if they want to cool down, they should be able to go over there and have a hiding spot on the cool side.
Gotcha.
And also have that option to be secure if they want.
Gotcha. So making sure we're bringing surface levels up so that the temperature can be risen, so they can spend more time down here, because they naturally spend more time on the ground, not always in trees.
Yep.
Making sure we invite more natural plants into the environment to help create a more natural environment for them, so they feel more comfortable. And then the other thing was
because in the wild they'll run into a bunch of cactuses. I was talking to the guy at DFW Reptarium yesterday about the ficus trees. Like he said, he was like, "What is a ficus?"
Yeah.
It's a natural tree that they would run into in the desert. It's not something that they would eat on, but they kind of just chill on it.
Gotcha.
The cactus, they might try to eat that, but once they realize how pointy it is, they won't try to eat it anymore. Again, and the aloe vera plants that we got yesterday, that's also something that they run into a lot in the wild. And again, in the desert, there's not a lot of source for water. That aloe vera has a lot of water in it, a lot of hydration. It holds a lot of hydration in it.
Interesting.
So they try to eat that. So again, once you put those in there, they'll try to eat it, but they grow back fairly fast.
Okay, cool. And then the other thing you said, more hiding spaces for them.
Yep, definitely.
So they can feel more secure.
Yep.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, hey, man, appreciate you as always, man, for answering those questions. Y'all have any questions, please, as always, like, comment, share, comment below if you have any questions. We'll be more than happy to respond for you. And if anything, we'll just make a video about it.
Yep, just drop it down in the comments or shoot me a DM, and I'll respond.
Boom. Take care of your reptiles, people.